Hello everyone. So today we are going to start a very important topic of standard 12, phenol, and that first topic is a preparation of phenol industrial method. In your book they have not given. The process name is Dow process. So we are going to study about Dow process. In your textbook Dow process is not given, but the chemical reaction is given. So that chemical reaction which I am going to discuss now, that chemical reaction is nothing but a Dow process. So make a heading Dow process or Dow's process. It's very easy, so do not worry about it. Okay. So Dow's process. So first point it will come. It's an industrial preparation. Industrial preparation of phenol. Phenol. And you guys know, because you have studied general organic chemistry, you know everything. The formula of phenol is nothing but on a benzene ring, if OH comes, this is nothing but a phenol. Sorry, phenol. Clear? Second, how it is prepared? So it is prepared from chlorobenzene. It is prepared from chlorobenzene. What is chlorobenzene here? This is the chlorobenzene. Okay. So this chlorobenzene, you know, you are taking the benzene and you are doing the chlorination in the presence of FeCl3 as a catalyst or LCl3 as a catalyst. So you will get chlorobenzene. Okay. So this you know, I am not going in detail. Directly I will show the preparation. Okay. So first we will see the preparation, and then we will see its mechanism. In your textbook the mechanism has not been given, but here I will teach you the mechanism also. See the preparation. So first to take the chlorobenzene, okay, and you have to react with NaOH, but here nearly there are certain percentage of NaOH, say 60 to 80% NaOH, okay, and temperature condition is very crucial here. There is nearly 673 Kelvin temperature, and pressure you can maintain here 200 atm sorry 300 atm. Now you have to prepare what? You have to prepare the phenol, means you need here OH. So what you are thinking? You are thinking directly this OH will be attached to, directly this Na will react with this Cl and OH will be attached. You are thinking in this way, but it's not the case. In this way it will not be done. So this is chlorobenzene, it will be reacting with what? NaOH. Now what you are thinking? We have to prepare this phenol OH. So you are thinking, take this Na, take this Cl, NaCl, OH, do it. No, it's not the case. You cannot do in this way. Many of the teachers do in this wrong way. No, it's not possible, it's not possible. So some teachers what they do? They take this Na, take this Cl and they form NaCl and directly they put OH. See, it is also can be possible, no? But it cannot be done. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Understood? So I am showing you the wrong step so that in exam you will not get confused. So it's very easy, no? What you are thinking? This is Cl is minus, this is Na. So Na plus OH minus Na plus and Cl minus NaCl and OH will come here. So in this way I can prepare the phenol. No, this is not the Dow process, and this way you cannot prepare the phenol also. In this way you cannot prepare the phenol also. So how? So first step see here now. Okay. So what will happen here? First this chlorobenzene is made to react with nearly 60 to 80% of NaOH at the temperature at the temperature 673 Kelvin temperature and 300 atm pressure. First what will prepare? First see this H and this Cl will relieve as HCl and forms here sodium phenoxide. Oh, please remember, this is very important. This chlorine will react with this H and forms HCl and they will form here NaO. So here sodium phenoxide will be generated in the first step. Clear? In second step we are doing here acidification, means I am giving here HCl again. Okay, acidification I can give your H plus, but for this positive I have to show your negative also. So you can give your acid, or you can give your water. It means in short I have to do your acidification. So I am giving here HCl. Now see here, this is minus and this is plus. Similarly this is plus and this is minus. Now the reaction will occur. This minus will go with this plus and this Na plus will go with this Cl minus. So what is generated here? NaCl will be generated, and here generation will be OH. This HCl which I has prepared here, it will be used from here. Okay. So here what is the byproduct here? NaCl is the byproduct. In this way we are preparing the phenol. So preparation of a phenol, we cannot prepare directly phenol from the chlorobenzene. First chlorobenzene will give us sodium phenoxide, then that sodium phenoxide is undergoing acidification, and after the acidification of sodium phenoxide we are preparing the phenol. So in this way phenol is prepared. First you take the screenshot, please you take the screenshot, then again I will teach you once more, then we will go with the mechanism. Clear? Mechanism is important because in mechanism there is a one intermediate it is formed, and on that intermediate number of MCQs will come in the competition exam, that what is the intermediate form during the preparation of a Dow process of phenol. So there is one intermediate and that name is important. See, in phenol also one intermediate will come, in Dow process one intermediate will come, in cumin process one intermediate will come. So that intermediate you have to remember, because number of question, directly question they are asking for 4 marks, that in Dow process or in cumin process which is the intermediate product is formed. So today I will teach you that also. Understood? First you learn directly how to do the reaction, then we will go with the mechanism. See, once more I will explain. See what we are doing in the first step, we are taking the phenol, we are taking the chlorobenzene, this chlorobenzene we are made to react with NaOH nearly 60 to 80%. Clear? Okay, in the presence of what? Temperature is nearly 573 Kelvin and pressure is nearly 300 atm. 673 Kelvin and 300 atm. So please directly do not make NaCl, NaCl and OH. No, it's not possible. You will understand the mechanism. Okay. So first what will happen, this H and this Cl will combine together to form HCl, and on this ring we are forming what? Sodium phenoxide. So here in first step sodium phenoxide is formed. In the first step what are you preparing? Sodium phenoxide. Now the HCl which is generated here, it is again made react with HCl, and what will happen, this here minus, because O is motor negative element, so create negative charge, this is plus. So this plus, this is minus. So this minus will go with this plus and this Na plus will go with this Al minus. So what will be generated here? NaCl will be released and you will get OH. So in this way you have to prepare the phenol, and this is nothing but your Dow process. Understood? Take a screenshot, then we will go with the mechanism. Mechanism, it's bit weird and bit tough and bit complicated, so to understand mechanism I will do 2 times the mechanism so that it will be not difficult for you. Clear? Right on. Take a screenshot. So hello student, now today we are going to see about the mechanism of Dow's process. Mechanism of Dow process. See, in mechanism what you are doing? First you are taking the chlorobenzene. Understand, please understand, it's very difficult, okay. So you are taking chlorobenzene. You know this is benzene, yes or no? And on each benzene there is a hydrogen, yes or no? C6H6. So this every dot represent what? Carbon. This is hydrogen, this is hydrogen, this is hydrogen. Okay. So these all are having hydrogen, and here one place has been replaced with chlorine. So this is nothing but chlorobenzene. So here there will be one hydrogen. Here also 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 there will be one hydrogen. But I am considering this hydrogen only. I will go with the mechanism by taking consideration with this hydrogen only. Why? See, this chlorine is more electronegative element. this chlorine is more electronegative element, so it will have a capacity to attract the electron. It will have a capacity to attract the electron. So when it will start to attract the electron, the hydrogen from the ortho position can be released easily. When hydrogen can be released easily from the ortho position means this is more acidic, because one who release H plus ion easily, they are more acidic. So see, this is chlorobenzene, and this chlorobenzene is more electronegative element, so it will have a capacity to attract the electron. So this chlorine will start to attract the electron. Means this ortho, this position or this position. So this position and this position, due to more electronegative element of this chlorine, this hydrogen can be released easily as compared to this meta and para. So this hydrogen is more easily released due to the presence of this chlorine. So this hydrogen can be released easily as H plus, means ortho hydrogen is here more acidic. That's why I am considering the ortho hydrogen. Clear? Now what we will do? First I will react with this NaOH. Okay? Now see what happened. Now as you know, in NaOH what will happen? This oxygen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This oxygen is having the extra lone pair, 2 lone pair, yes or no? And this hydrogen will be released as H plus, means he is in the requirement of electron. So this oxygen what will happen? The oxygen will donate its lone pair to this hydrogen, because this hydrogen is an acidic hydrogen and in requirement of electron. So this hydrogen will gain the electron from this oxygen, so it will release this place. Clear? It will release this place, and when it will release this place, this chlorine will be released. Understood this logic? NaOH, the oxygen, NaOH, oxygen is like this one, you know, see, check it out, NaOH, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of 2 lone pair, 1 lone pair will be donated to this hydrogen. Why this hydrogen? Because this hydrogen is having H plus. Why this hydrogen is H plus? Because this hydrogen is more acidic. This is also H, this also H, this also H, this also H. All can be released as H plus, but who can release H plus easily? This ortho position H can be released as H plus easily because of presence of this chlorine. So this chlorine will start to attract the electron. So this oxygen, out of its 2 lone pair, 1 lone pair will be donated to this hydrogen. Clear? And this oxygen will be donated to this lone pair to this hydrogen, and it will release, this hydrogen will be released. So this hydrogen is released from the ortho position, so this bond will shift from here. When this bond is shifted to here, this chlorine will be released. Clear this part? So what will happen, we will see. So what will happen here, what is the change will occur? So you check it out, the change will occur is, see here. Change will occur is, and this NaOH you are taking in the excess. So this oxygen, first, this oxygen, see here, what the change will occur. So first this oxygen is taking this hydrogen, so NaOH. Out of 2 lone pair, 1 lone pair will be donated to this hydrogen, creates positive charge. Now oxygen is a electronegative element. It will not like the positive charge, so it will start to attract the electron from this Na, and Na will be released as Na plus, and here H2O will be generated. See here, this H2O will be generated. Clear this first step, yes or no? So what will be generated here? Here Na plus, and here H2O will be generated. Here and Na plus is there. Remember in your mind, there is a presence of Na plus. Okay, so there is a presence of Na plus. Here Na plus will be remaining, H2O will be released, and Cl minus also will be released, because Cl is released as what? Cl minus. So here Na is released as Na plus and Cl is released as Cl minus. So here NaCl formation will occur. What will occur? NaCl formation will also occur from here, NaCl. Yes or no? See here, this hydrogen is taking this oxygen is taking this hydrogen. So out of 2 lone pair, 1 lone pair will be donated to this H. So one who gives the electron creates positive charge. So this oxygen will create positive charge. Now oxygen is an electronegative element, so it doesn't like the positive charge. So it will start to attract the electron from this sodium. So sodium will be released as Na plus, and this H2O will be released as H2O. Now this Na plus is roaming here, but there is also removal of this Cl, no? So Cl will be removed as a what? Cl minus. So Cl minus will be removed, which react with Na plus. So now see here, if I show the bond here, so there was 1 bond here, 1 bond here, 1 bond here. So see now what the changes occur. Cl has gone as NaCl, H has gone as water. So now this bond gets shift here. So there was 1 bond here previously, 1 bond will come here, Because Cl is going from here, so one electron will be here, and now H is also going from here, the one electron will be also here. Understand? Cl is going from here, so there will be one electron here, and H is also going from here, so there will be one electron here. So this electron and this electron will make one more bond. So here triple bond will be generated. What will be generated? Triple bond. See, check it out. So this will be generated. Carbon-carbon can have a triple bond, no? Yes, carbon-carbon can have a triple bond. So this is nothing but your intermediate generated, which is known as a benzene. This is the intermediate which is generated during the reaction, which is known as a benzene. Understanding or not? This is the reaction which is generated, which is known as a benzene. Understood? This is a bit tough, I know. You have to understand this part. That's why I am doing this separately. Now what will happen? Okay. So can I write separately here? Can I write the separately here? What will occur? Here there is NaOH. So there was NaOH. Out of two lone pair, one lone pair was donated to this H. It creates positive charge. So this will start to attract from this Na, and Na plus and H2O will be generated. Clear? Now see, in the next step, now what will happen? So this is the intermediate IP, intermediate product which is generated during the reaction, and this we have to remember. This benzene you should remember, this will come in the exam for MCQ, that which is the intermediate generated during the Dow process. So this is the intermediate generated during the Dow process. Now what will happen? Now see, here we are taking the excess NaOH, okay. Now again this bond will get shift and will come here. Again this bond will get shift and comes here. So now what will happen? See, there were triple bond, there were three bond here. Now when bond enters here, so one who gains the electron, means this carbon is gaining the electron. So this will create negative charge, this will create positive charge. One who gives the electron creates negative charge, and one who takes the electron creates negative charge. So this bond again shift on this carbon. So this will create as negative charge and this will create as a positive charge. Again one more part of NaOH will come, because we are taking here NaOH, we are taking in excess. So what will happen? See this. Now this NaOH, we know that this is Na plus and this is OH minus. So what will happen here? See, this OH minus will attack here, and so there was bond here and here OH. OH will be generated. Clear this part? Here OH will be generated. Are you understanding or not? But here there is a minus charge itself is there. Only OH minus will attack here. Na plus will remain as it is. Okay. Na plus will remain as it is. So out of Na plus and OH minus, this minus part attack here. This minus part attack here. This part is clear? Now see. Now again this hydrogen is an acidic hydrogen and this is minus. So this H can be removed as H plus. This H can be removed as H plus and can be get back to this position. So this is having the extra electron. This carbon is having the extra electron. That's why there is a negative charge on this. Now out of this O and H, this is partially negative charge, this is partially positive charge. So here proton transfer will take place. So this hydrogen will come back to this position here. Okay, so what will happen here? See. So when hydrogen is coming back, so same position will be created. See, previously we have removed the hydrogen to do the reaction, and in this step again we got back the hydrogen. Means this ortho hydrogen is helping us to do the reaction. Okay, so here getting the negative charge. This negative charge means it has the extra electron. Out of this O and H, this O is more negative element and this H is partially positive element. So negative charge, partially positive charge. So this is an acidic hydrogen. Means it is a requirement of electron. So this H will be shifting to this ortho position because there will be a proton transfer. So this H plus will be transferred back to the position which you have taken from the ortho position. Now when H is removed as H plus, so what will be generated? Here it will be generated O minus. That's why I am telling phenoxide ion will be generated in the first step. Phenoxide ion. See, understood phenoxide ion? This is nothing but your phenoxide ion. Phenoxide ion. Okay. Now if you show the hydrogen, if you don't show the hydrogen, it will work, because I told you, no, if you show this hydrogen, if you don't show the hydrogen, it will work. Why I have shown the hydrogen here? I have shown this hydrogen because with the help of this hydrogen only we are doing the reaction. So what hydrogen this help us, this ortho position hydrogen which has helped us to do the reaction, this ortho hydrogen got back. That's why we have to do a proton transfer. Clear? Now what to do? Now this is minus. Now simple logic, just you react with NaOH again. Okay, now we have to do after phenoxide ion. First step was to do the phenoxide ion, second step was to do the acidification. So I am reacting with here HCl. I am reacting with here what? HCl. So what will happen? This again partially positive charge and partially negative charge. So this oxygen will donate its lone pair to this hydrogen. Yes or no? So this oxygen, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 3 lone pair, 1 lone pair will donate it to this hydrogen, and this hydrogen will release this HCl. So here H will come. Now no need to show this H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oxygen has a capacity to make a 2 bond. There are 2 bonds, so no sign will come, no charge will come. And what will be released here? Here when when O will start to give the electron to this hydrogen, so hydrogen will break its old bond with Cl. So Cl will remove as a Cl minus. Now see here, there is a presence of Na plus here also. So there will be generation of here NaCl. So in this way we are doing the reaction. So we got the phenol. Understood? Understood? It's a bit tough, I know. You have to understand. That's why I am telling directly you cannot prepare the phenol from chlorobenzene. In the first step, phenoxide ion will be generated. And who is helping us to do the reaction? This ortho hydrogen. Why this ortho hydrogen is helping us to do the reaction? There is hydrogen on this meta also and this para also, because on this chlorobenzene is more, chlorine is more electronegative element. So it will start to attract the electron. So the removal of H becomes easy from ortho rather than meta and para. So ortho hydrogen is more acidic. That's why this hydrogen can be removed easily. Due to this reason, the ortho hydrogen has taken consideration to do the mechanism in the Dow process. And in the Dow process, in the first step you understood that in the first step phenoxide ion only will be generated. After the formation of phenoxide ion only will be the generation of phenol will takes place. Directly from the chlorobenzene I cannot do the preparation of phenol. Point number 3. Who is the intermediate here? So this is the intermediate produced during the reaction of Dow process, which is known as a benzene. Why sir benzene? Because alkyne, no? There is a triple bond between these 2 carbon. So triple bond means YNE. So this is nothing but your benzene. So this is the intermediate product. Clear? Take a screenshot. Once more I will do the reaction so that it will be very clear to you. Clear? Okay. See here. Once more we will do. Understood this also? Okay. Please focus here. Once more I will do. Then we will move to the cumene process. See here. In the first step we are taking the chlorobenzene. And I am showing this ortho hydrogen because this ortho hydrogen is helping us to do the reaction. And why ortho hydrogen? Because ortho hydrogen is more acidic as compared to meta and para. So which is removal becomes easy. That's why I am showing the ortho hydrogen. So in the first step what will happen, in the first step NaOH will come. Now this oxygen is having 2 lone pair. So this hydrogen is an acidic hydrogen, so it can be removed easily as H+. So this oxygen will start to give its lone pair to this hydrogen. So this hydrogen will be attracted towards this oxygen and it will release this place and the bond will be shift here. When a new bond is forming here, so old bond should be broken. So your Cl will be released as a Cl minus. So now what will be generated? See, first we will see here. There was Na, there was O and there was H. So out of 2 lone pair, 1 lone pair donated to this H. Okay, one who gives the electron creates positive charge. So on this oxygen now positive charge is coming. Now as you know this oxygen is more electronegative element. So here positive charge doesn't look good. So it will start to attract the electron from this sodium. So here sodium will be released as Na plus and here O, here H and here one H. So this is this is nothing but a completely water. So here what will be generation? Water will be generated. So when this occurs, Na plus will be generated and H2O will be generated. So this Cl is removing as a Cl minus. So this Cl minus will react with this Na plus and forms here NaCl. Directly I am writing here, okay. And this H2O will be generated. And what is remaining? See, we will see what is remaining. We'll see what is remaining. Cl is removed as Cl minus. So there will be one electron here and HL is removed. So this whole bond is shifting here. So this bond is shifting here and Cl is removed. Now see valency of carbon. See valency of carbon is fulfilled. Carbon carbon double triple bond. Yes or no? But it is highly unstable species. So this we call as a benzyne. Okay, and this is intermediate product which is formed during the Dow process. And this is highly unstable. So it will gain the stability. How it will gain the stability? This bond will back shift to on this position, on this carbon. What will be generated? See here now. So here generation will take place in this way. There was triple bond here. This bond shift on this carbon, so it creates negative charge because he has taken the electron. One who gains the electron, negative charge. One who gives the electron, positive charge. So this carbon is giving, so it will create positive charge. Now, NaOH will come in the picture. Again, because we are taking maximum of NaOH, no? Excess NaOH we are taking here, 60 to 80% type of excess NaOH. So here this is Na plus and this is OH minus. So this OH minus will go and attack here on this plus. So what will be generation? So generation will take place here like this. This plus is satisfied by this OH minus. So this will be no charge here now. There was triple bond here. So double bond converted, here double bond, and there will be minus here, and Na plus will be remain as it is. Don't think that Na plus will be touched here. No, Na plus will not react here. This will remain as it is. Now, why? Who has helped us to do this reaction? This hydrogen has helped us to do the reaction. So this hydrogen should be given back. So this OH, now see, this O and this H will have a partially positive charge and this is negative charge. So this H will shift back to here, which I have taken the H to do the reaction previously. Same H will be given back to this carbon back. So this we call as a proton transfer because we are transferring proton from this position to ortho position. So here we will do that proton transfer. Clear? So what will happen here? Now see here. Double bond. Minus will take H plus. So here one H will come, which we have taken the H. Again I got back the H. See? And H is removed as here H plus. So what will be generated here? O minus. So this is nothing but what, man? Phenoxide ion. Yes or no? See, this is phenol. Here H is there. Okay. This is phenol, but when you remove as H plus, it will come at what here? Minus. So this is nothing but your phenoxide ion. Clear? Now what will happen? Now very simple. Now just you do NaOH or, so this phenoxide ion is generated now. This phenoxide ion is generated. So this is the first step. Second step we are doing what? Acidification. So HCl. So now this is plus and this is minus. So plus will go with this and Cl minus will react with this Na plus. So what will be generated here? NaCl. This is Cl minus and this is Na plus. So here NaCl will be generated and here what will form? Here there will be generation of OH. So in this way we are forming what? Phenol with the mechanism. Take a screenshot and do the reaction. Thank you.